Antioch Community High School. My name is Caleb Kwazaborski, and this is my second weekly weather forecast. Let's jump right into next week. The week of September 18th, I say that we have a heat wave coming back. As you can see on Saturday, high of high 90s. For the game on Friday against Grayslake North, it'll be very comfortable. Temperature outlook, which is surprising to me, is that the SPC forecast that we're near normal, even though weather models have been forecasting the heat wave. Precipitation, as usual, we are kind of getting into a drought. As you can see, we have below average precipitation forecast, and it's actually shown right here. Right here is Lake County. We're in it's called abnormally dry, but we are approaching a moderate drought, and that will be not good for agricultural. To the oceans, tropical outlook, we once again continue on with Lee, as shown right here. He's making a north turn. Then we have Margot, which is actually forecast to maybe do a spin and go towards the UK. Margot is not forecast to hit the US. Lee over here, I think he's actually no longer a major hurricane, has a potential US landfall threat. As you can see here, it's not looking as organized as it once used to be. All of this is dry air that's really ruining the effects of Lee. The wind speeds are super low, but what I want to point on is that is the wind field of Lee. So right here is tropical storm winds, right here is hurricane force winds, and the issue with that is that the threats you're going to see with Lee are going to be not wind-based, but the fact that it's so widespread. The intensity will be low, but the coverage will be high. As you can see, the cone of uncertainty now has some of New England in the threats. Obviously, you still have Canada, but what models have been showing, as I'll get to that right now actually, is some models have it predicting it hits around here, which is not going to be good. The area is not built for hurricane landfall. Here's, once again, more models. They're more widespread, as you can see, but most of them forecast it goes north or maybe even a little bit northwest, and then curves instantly straight east. This one is a lot more sporadic. You can see multiple runs have it hitting near Boston. Here is an ensemble run, and an ensemble run takes every single small little model run and it puts them together. So if it was in focus, you would see a ton of small little numbers, anywhere from like 1 to 90, and that's saying individual runs saying, oh, for this model, that's going to be right here. But as you can see, you can kind of see the trend over here as it gets more focused as well. That means the model's getting more in agreement, which is concerning for that area. The takeaways for Lee is that a slower Lee, it's going to mean that it goes west, and that obviously would be a US landfall. We don't want that. If it's faster, you could see Canada in the risk. Here's the intensity forecast. As you can see, right now it's very low end category 3. I guarantee you right now it's probably category 2. But right here at hour 132, that is when landfall is forecast to happen. Most models are in agreement that it's going to be tropical storm or even below at that actually, which is surprising. I do not expect category 1 landfall. I expect tropical storm landfall. But obviously the threats of Lee, you're not going to see intense winds with this. You're going to see a ton of storm surge, a ton of flooding, because it's going to be super duper slow once it gets into New England. It's going to slow down, and it's a ton of flooding. And that's my weekly weather forecast, number 2.